everyone, welcome to my garden. First I wanted to thank to all of my new subscribers. Thank you and welcome to my channel. Thank you for all of your support. So all the new subscribers that are new to my channel, I wanted to say that I am gardening in zone 8B. I'm in southern France, about closer southwestern, so closer to Spain, I guess I should say. And so we have a pretty mild weather here, but what I'm going to do today is I'm going to plant 3 ninebarks. They're called Little Joker. I am also going to plant some more irises, which I ordered. Then they're bare root irises. So I was able to find German bearded irises. This one, you can see it's a 5 roots. And honestly, I'm not sure if I should soak them or not. They don't look, they're so small. It would be really difficult to just put the whole thing in the water probably. So I think I'm going to take my chances and maybe just plant straight into the ground. Also, I think I usually keep them really wet. Usually it's very moist. So I think they might be okay in the ground. So that's what I'm going to do. They don't seem like they're too dry. So I don't know, that's up to debate. Maybe what I'll do is plant half of them into the ground, and I have 2 of these. Maybe 2 I will soak in and replant them, and also I can see the difference. I will see which one I'm getting better luck with. But they seem like they're not super dry. So then what I'm going to do today is to plant this hedge. So it's not quite going to form a hedge like a boxwood hedge, but I'm going to plant this is a Troene Lemon Lime, and it has this gorgeous yellow green leaves, and this is an evergreen. It's going to stay in this color pretty much the entire season, and I love the chartreuse. I love the chartreuse in the garden, and I don't know why I'm more drawn now to chartreuse than I ever been, but I think it's going to bring really beautiful brightness through the edges. So today I have only 11 of them, which I'm going to at least complete right here, this area. Then I'm going to order more and continue on through the edges of this pathway there, and then all the way here. And they're not going to be planted very close to one another, because I definitely don't want them to touch each other and create a hedge. I just want them to either maybe clipped into the bowl, or even just kind of have these beautiful spikes and just bring the accent to the garden. So for example, in this area I probably would plant about 3. And they are not going to be very big. They're going to reach only about a meter high and meter wide. So they would be very easy to be clipped, you know, in any size literally that we wanted to be clipped. And I wanted to show you that I planted same ones last year in this area, and I absolutely love them. They're starting to bulk up a little bit. Like this peony needs to be trimmed, but you can see I have some here that it's doing really good, and so they bring really beautiful color to this area. So I'm really excited to plant more and continue on through the edges. So I think it's going to look really nice and bring beautiful brightness to the area. And you can see these ones are the little petite star that we planted, hydrangeas, just recently in one of my videos. They are blooming already, looking really good. I'm very excited. They're really, really pretty. I might need to plant more of them. So anyway, but before I start, I always like to show you what's going on in the garden. So maybe what we'll do is just go this way and check out the summer song David Austin roses. I have some that are open. And I have one that's opening here. Looks like it got broken, maybe the birds, I'm not sure, but this one is a beautiful one. This is a Caroline Knight. It's struggling. I think bird probably just flew 2 minutes ago. It was looking just fine. And then here I planted Bathsheba climbing rose, and Bathsheba has quite a few blooms already, looking really beautiful. I'm really excited. I, I can't wait for it to cover this arbor here. It has beautiful variegations. And these are Poet's Wife roses that we planted, but I do have some summer songs that are open here, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Some of them are already pretty finished, that needs to be deadheaded. So we had really strong rain last night, although it looks like it's kind of dry already, but it was very strong. Some of them a little bit wilty, but and some of them are already finished blooming. But you can see this one is a new one, and it's very beautiful. It has a very unique color to it, and it has several buds. We planted this about last summer, and have some aphids. I need to wash them off, but they're beautiful. I really like them. They're quite large, and tall. I'm supporting them with the bamboos, but I think they are. Yeah, we had lots of rain last night and kind of damaged the flowers a little bit, but it's okay. They will pop right back up. They're very resilient. Poet's Wife roses are doing beautiful. I just deadheaded them yesterday, but looks like they still need a little more deadheading today. So let's go to my formal rose garden, and let's take a look and see how the roses are doing here. Some of them has been affected by black spots, because we had earlier in the season we had very long, gloomy and wet weather. It took about good 2 months, maybe a little longer, before the sun came out finally, and some got damaged. These ones are doing pretty good. Some of them got damaged, but you can see we have a new growth already. I cleared out the leaves as much as possible, but you can see the new growth is already doing really well and healthy. So that's the most important part. But for most part, they are doing really good. You can see they're beautiful. Look at this perfection. It has gorgeous centers of dark pink with beautiful creamy color. These are hybrid teas, and I believe they called Boreal, if I'm not mistaken. Well, we purchased this in one of our local flower markets. We had a grower who brought them in, and I wanted to have a formal rose garden where I can have all the roses the same. And I'm really excited that I did plant hybrid teas, because I'm realizing for the cut flowers, hybrid teas are actually the most beautiful, and they also last long time in a vase. So I'm glad that I have so many. I can cut and take them to my friends or make a bouquets at home. Really happy. But these are very beautiful roses. They really are. Some of them you can see are opening, and most of them are doing pretty good. Some of them got a little affected, but sometimes it just takes time for them to get stronger and healthier. They're doing much better this year, but I think they're not as resistant to the diseases as David Aston roses, although the weather just really did not cooperate this year at all. Okay, and I also wanted to show you this glorious tree rose, or rose tree. This is the rose tree that we went ahead and pruned in one of my pruning videos earlier this season. So we got this pruned, and it's absolutely stunning and glorious. You can see there's so many buds on top that are still has to open, but I mean, it looks amazing, absolutely amazing. I love this tree. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh.
Showing that red one.
Oh. So there is one color right here that is darker than anything else on this tree, and I don't know how that's possible, but it's beautiful. I wish all of them were like this. Dark. It's gorgeous. And then I have one more thing to show you today, because I have a cactus downstairs in my covered patio. and it's blooming beautifully. Now this cactus is really special because it's called rat tail, I believe. I don't know if it's real. I don't have lots of experience with cactuses, but this one I believe it's called rat tail. One of our French neighbors several years ago, when we just arrived here, we were new, she propagated one from her cactus, and I came home and she left them here at my door, one that's already planted. So I replanted, and I've had that for a while, and it's blooming today, and I wanted to share that with you because it's so beautiful. So this is my cactus called rat tail. That's what I was told, and it's absolutely stunning this year. I'm thinking to go ahead and propagate more, just so I can have them in different pots because it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. And it sits here and stays here pretty much the entire season, all winter long. It just stays outside. And this year it's full of blooms. I'm so excited. But for most part, I'm happy they're coming out strong and doing well. So I have also Sir John Betjeman roses that are open here that I wanted to show you, that they're doing really pretty. They're very pretty, doing well. So they're healthy. And these are the color. This is the color, Sir John Betjeman. They're more into smaller size roses. And I think they will create really beautiful hedge here with this deep, beautiful color. In the center, I planted Ruby Falls red bud, which I am very, very sad about this because I think it's not alive. And I thought it will come back. It basically arrived the way it did. It was planted right away. It was watered right away. So I did take good care of it. But I think it was had a problem before it arrived here. But it was hard to tell because it had no leaves or anything at that point. And I thought it will come back, but nothing happened there. So I might have to remove this one, unfortunately, and plant something else, or wait and see if I can find another one, maybe in a winter time or something. So we'll see. This is a David Austin climbing rose Leander, and Leander was very beautiful last 2 days or so. This one is finished, but it has this beautiful kind of pinkish salmon apricot colors. I think it's going to be a beautiful climber here. So I think this is all what's going on at the moment, that our new containers are doing good. I do need to pinch them. One of our viewers did tell me that I need to pinch them, and then they will start branching out a little more and being more full. So that I have to do that still. But for most part, the garden is doing okay. Everything is looking really good. Lots of roses are budding here, and I have these gorgeous blue salvias that are budding. These are beautiful. I love these salvias, and I don't know what variety they are. They've been here for a few years. Originally, I bought them to plant in a container about, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, and then in the fall they were doing so well. I really didn't know if they would survive the winter, but I decided to go ahead and plant them into the ground and see if they will come back. They have been coming back every year for me. I wish I could find more of them to plant in the sunny borders here. And then I have another hybrid tea here that's looking really beautiful. It's a variegated one. I actually do love this one. It has a nice pink and yellow variegations. The colors are a little more distinct when they're a little, newly opened, but then they fade away a bit more. But it is a beautiful rose bush and very healthy. I'm very happy with this one. And of course, there's a Lady Emma here that it's opening, David Austin rose, Lady Emma, and I am just peeking through to see. Looks like this is a Princess Anne David Austin rose, and it's getting dry. I have to get some water to them right away. So I'm not sure if I'm going to like this one, but it's hard to tell. It has a beautiful color. So let's see. I will go ahead and get this started. So I am going to add my chartreuse color lemon lime privet here. And then I have 3 Ninebarks that are going to be planted. Now these are really small Ninebarks. They probably will stay about 1 meter range. And this is called Little Joker. It has a nice, I don't know, blackish red kind of leaves, and I think it would bring interesting, you know, color texture into the border. Since I have red cannas that are coming out here, and I do love this crabapple because it has this beautiful color leaves. They're red and has beautiful red tips and a dark green foliage, which is beautiful. So what I'm trying to do is kind of continue a little bit with that color here and one there, and then I have another one that I will plant there. So I'll go ahead and get them all into the ground, and then we'll just go ahead and take a look and see how it looks. And I wanted to show you that the clematis are doing really good. This is what we planted in my maybe a couple of videos out just recently. We planted this Hudson River clematis. They belong to group 3, and I'm hoping for this clematis to basically just fill in the base of this container and start, blooming. Hopefully we'll have lots of dark blue beautiful flowers here as a ground cover. But they are doing good. They're doing really, really good. So I'm kind of spreading them around so they spread all over the place. I might secure them with the garden staples to keep them in place. We'll see. Anyway, let's get started with this project. Okay, so I went ahead and planted. It took me a little bit because I had to also improve the soil with sand a little bit. As all of you guys know, I have a really clay soil. Actually, I have a really good nutritious soil. Birds are singing their hearts out. But I do need to add, I feel like I'm successful when I add more sand to my soil because it gives a really good drainage to the plants, and it's just the entire soil just gets really crumbly, so it's very easy to pull weeds out, etc. So I am incorporating sand as I go, although all the beds have been dug out and compost mixed with compost and manure, etc. So the soil is actually treated. It's just I'm now adding more sand. So you can see I planted all the privettes, lemon lime privettes, all the way to here. So went all the way to the other end, lined with them, and coming all the way here. So along the way, I had to take out dahlia here, which was kind of on the way. I went ahead and divided the dahlia in 6 pieces. So I have one here, couple of them here, there's another one here. So I went ahead and replanted them, divided them, replanted them, because I do like that variety. It has a beautiful apricot kind of color, but also it's not very tall. So I do love that variety. I went ahead and divided the dahlia, replanted, also finished planting my privet. Also, you can see on this side, the edging, I also created the hedge with them. So there's 4 of them are planted here. I do feel like I need to plant another one right there, but I'm going to place a new order for them because I do need to go ahead and continue planting them along the edges of this path. This way this way, and then probably about 3 on each side of this centerpiece. And I think that will bring really beautiful brightness, and also it gives a little bit of a sparkle, which I really like. I feel like it sparkles, and I love that, especially in the sun. I decided, after hard and long thinking, I decided that I don't want to plant the irises yet, but I wanted to talk about it really quick because I ordered one, actually two groups of 5 varieties of the bearded German irises, and they're mixed colors, yellows and blues and some other varieties there as well. And then I ordered 2 sets of orange variety, which it looks really beautiful. So we'll pop the pictures of those irises on the screen. George will do that so you guys can see the colors of the irises. But after long and hard thinking, I decided to go ahead and actually soak them for a couple hours before I plant them into the soil, just because I feel like it's probably going to help them to grow better. So I'm going to take them home, place them in a little bit of a water, let them soak for a little bit, then I will go ahead and plant them into the garden. This is all I have for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my videos. Thank you for all the support and all the beautiful messages. I love reading them. I love staying connected with all of you. So, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.